Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm excited. I have the new Strawberry Moon collection from Ensley Rain. I have this beautiful palette. I have the single shadows, the loose pigments, the lip glosses. We are going to do eye swatches. We're going to do tutorials. We're going to do lip swatches. And of course, I'm going to share my opinions with y'all. We're going to do it all today. I'm excited. Let's jump into it. Alright y'all, this collection from Ensley Rain is dropping on August 11th. This was sent to me from the brand. I'm excited. I'm going to share my honest thoughts and opinions with y'all on this collection, but I am super happy that I have this before the launch so I can give you swatches, tutorials, let you know what I think of these products. Look at this. This is a big collection. So I'm going to be swatching the palette for y'all, doing tutorials, and we are going to eye swatch the loose pigments. We are going to lip swatch the lip glosses, and we are going to eye swatch the single shadows. So I'm excited about this. I do have an affiliate code with Ensley Rain. My code is Heather if you ever want to save on the Ensley Rain site. I tried this brand for the first time at the end of last year. I bought their full Brittany Huffman collection, and I've really just been enjoying the brand ever since then. So I want to kind of like show you swatches, even though we're going to eye swatch the shadows, the glosses, the loose pigments. I still want to show you swatches and close-ups on my arm, things like that. Then we will do eye swatches, and then we will do the tutorial. This is going to be a long video, but this is a big collection, and I really wanted to take my time and show it all to you so that you could see how everything performs, how everything looks, all of that. But let's kind of talk about this collection piece by piece. Okay, let's start with this beautiful Strawberry Moon palette. Now, I fell in love with the packaging before I ever saw the color story inside, and I was so pleased to see that the shadows inside really do match the exterior packaging. And we have a nice mix of mattes. Our mattes go a very light to very dark. I love that. We have beautiful shimmery sparkly shades that go from very light to very dark. I really like that as well. That makes me so happy. And again, this beautiful, beautiful packaging. So let me insert a close-up and swatches for y'all. This palette has 6 sparkly multi-chromes, 5 shimmery duochromes, and 7 velvety mattes. So again, this is launching on August 11th at 3:33 Pacific, and I'm just excited to be playing with this palette. I am going to create multiple looks for you. I'm going to be mixing in the other products in this collection, but I'm really looking forward to just showing this off to y'all. When I saw the pictures online, I was a little concerned that maybe some of these blue shimmers were too similar, and they do look a little similar in the pan, but when I swatched them, you could definitely see the differences. They are not the same shade. There's different shifts, different reflex, different formulas. So I was super, super pleased about that, and I think Lunar Glow is going to be the standout shadow from this one, but let's talk about the other products. Okay, let's talk about the lip glosses. Now, I am going to swatch these on my lip for y'all alone and with what I think is a complimentary like lip color lip liner, but these are beautiful, beautiful sparkly glosses. These are the Strawberry Moon collection Rain or Shine color compatible lip gloss. So we do have 4 different shades launching in this collection. I just wanted to show you, the up close, the swatches on my hand before we get into the lip swatches, because I think like as many swatches as possible can be helpful, So this is not a new to me formula. I have bought Ensley Rain lip glosses before and really enjoyed, so I wanted to show you these for sure. Next, we have Moon Dust. So they come in this super cute packaging. We have 5 shades. Even though I'm going to eye swatch them, I want to show you swatches on my arm. These are the Strawberry Moon Collection Multi-Chrome Loose Powder Eyeshadows. There are 5 different shades, really beautiful, really sparkly. I love a good loose pigment. I think it's such a fun way to like amp up your makeup look, add something special to it, give yourself a little extra sparkle. We're also gonna put those on the face for 2 of the looks just to have some extra sparkly fun. Last but not least, we have the Full Moon Pressed eyeshadows. So I went ahead and stuck mine in a magnetic palette so that I would not drop them, knock them off something, damage them. These are beautiful, beautiful like hollow chrome shadows. They have a lot of intense sparkle, a lot of pigment to them. Beautiful, beautiful shift. I really did my best with all of these swatches to capture the shifts, to show you the sparkle. I filmed on my camera, I filmed on my iPhone. I tried to get different angles. Like, listen, I was trying to do the most so that y'all could see it all. And then of course we will eye swatch all of these as well. You can see this is a big collection. Of course, I am most excited for the palette. I love a good palette. And I do want to insert the eye swatches. I will say my eyes are irritated today. I said I was never going to do eye swatches again. I broke my own rule to swatch these and now I'm swearing them off again because as fun as it is in the moment, my lids do not like it. But with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoy. Let's jump in to the eye swatches and the lip swatches, and then we will do the eye looks tutorials. Okay, y'all, we are gonna do some eye swatches. I am nervous for my eyelids, but excited because I think this is gonna be really fun to eye swatch these. So what we're gonna do is we're going to eye swatch the Moon Dust Strawberry Moon Collection Multi-Chrome Loose Powder Shadows. And we're also going to swatch the Full Moon Pressed Eyeshadows. So for the pressed eyeshadows, I'm gonna use just a regular eyeshadow primer that I know and love. So I'm gonna be using MAC Paint Pot in Layin Low. That's what I will use for the pressed shadows. I will pick up the pressed shadow on my brush. I will spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray, makeup mist, whatever, but that's typically how I use shimmer shadows on top of a primer and then spray my brush after I have the shadow on it. So that's how we're gonna eye swatch the pressed. For the loose pigments, I'm going to prime my eyes with my Ensley Glitz Fix Prime and Shine. I bought this so long ago from Ensley, and this is always how I use a loose pigment with some type of sticky base underneath, a glitter glue, primer, adhesive, something like that. So I won't put down an eyeshadow primer. I will just put down the Prime and Shine Glitz Fix. I am going to swatch these. I'm going to do like loose pigment pressed shadow because I know some of the shades may look like they're in the same color family. I thought it would be fun to kind of swatch them together on the eyes so that you can see how they look next to one another. That's my thought process. And we will also try on the lips all of these lip glosses. These are the Rain or Shine lip glosses. So we'll put those on bare lips as well. Let me wipe off. I have a lip mask on right now. Let me wipe this off and then we will go ahead and put on a gloss. Okay, I wiped off my lip mask. I had on the Unearthly Cosmetics lip mask. So these are just my lips, but moisturized. And we're gonna swatch the Rain or Shine lip gloss. This is part of the collection, and this is the shade Peaches and Gleam. So the packaging looks like this. And that is so beautiful. I know you saw them swatched like all together, but I thought since we're doing eye swatches, why not swatch the lip gloss as well? Okay, so here is that lip gloss on its own. Very, very pretty. I definitely see mostly like peachy, orangey sparkle, some gold sparkle, a little bit of pink in there. I mean, there's all types of reflex in this gloss, but I do think like peach, orange, gold, pink is kind of the main sparkle that I see, with a little like purple and green thrown in as well. Really, really beautiful. But I am going to throw down a lip liner and then put the gloss on top, because that's how I would normally wear a lip gloss like this. So I'll do that, and then we'll do an eye swatch. And here is what that gloss looks like on top of a lip liner. I put a little bit of Unearthly Fiery lip liner down and then went on with the gloss. Okay, so I have my Sun Chaser Strawberry Moon Hollow Chrome. I am going to apply this to this eye over here. I did put down that eyeshadow primer, my MAC paint pot, and I'm just going to press this on, blend a little bit, but I'm really not gonna do too much. I'm gonna try not to touch my eye too much so I can make sure it's not gonna get any more irritated than it needs to be. But there is that beautiful pressed shadow on the eye. Definitely a gorgeous multi-chrome. I applied that with my BK Beauty 203. I'll have everything linked in the description box. I'll try to link the brushes, everything, but there is what that shadow is looking like right now. Okay, I put down my glitter adhesive. I cleaned off the same BK Beauty 203, and we're going to apply our shade Citrus Splash. So these are the Moon Dust Multi-Chrome Loose Powder eyeshadows from the Strawberry Moon collection, and again, this shade is Citrus Splash. So that glitter primer has had about a minute to set, so I'm going to pack on this loose pigment, and I'm gonna give my brush just a little squirt of setting spray. With loose pigments, they can be a bit messy, so I would say do your face makeup first if fallout is something that really, really bothers you. But I don't mind getting a little sparkle on my face, honestly, and I can just dust it away when I'm done with my makeup. All right, I'm just going to press this on. So I wanted to do these shades next to each other because I feel like if you're just, you know, looking at them in the packaging, maybe you think that they look kind of similar, but they are most definitely different. Look how beautiful that is. Super duper pretty. I feel like both of these shades, of course, are beautiful. They're gonna look beautiful with mattes. They're gonna be beautiful on their own. Like this, I could throw on mascara and go and just have like a one and done look. But I also feel like if you want to make a look that is neutral but still elevated, you still kind of have something special, you could just throw bronzer in your crease and one of these all over the lid, and you're gonna have a neutral leaning look with something really beautiful, really special. And here are both of these shades with the lights turned down. Maybe you're gonna be in like a dimly lit room, a dark room, something like that. This is what the shadows look like here. Okay, before I wipe these away, we do have Sun Catcher here, and then Citrus Splash over here. Both super duper beautiful. I know, like I said, I showed you a ton of like arm and hand swatches, but I just wanted to show you on the eyes as well. I'm gonna wipe these two off. I'm gonna wipe the lip gloss off, and we'll move on to the next shades. Okay, I have my eye primed for shadow, once again with my MAC paint pot, and we are gonna put on the Strawberry Moon Hollow Chrome in the shade Summer Disco. Okay, so this is a Game Beauty brush. I picked up that shadow on the brush. I sprayed it with a little bit of setting spray, and now I'm just gonna pat it on straight on top of that eye primer so that you can really see so many like sparkly, like almost like a pink to peachy holographic effect. That's so pretty. Wow. I really like that one. It almost has this like lavender shift as well. I see the pink, I see the peach, I see a lavender, just depending on how the light hits, along with all that sparkle. So I'm gonna put down the glitter adhesive, and we'll go in with the Passion Fruit Paradise Multi-Chrome Loose Shadow over here. Okay, I've got that loose pigment. Put down the glitter fix, and I'm going to be gentle to my lid and tap this pigment on all over that glitter fix. Okay, so here is that pigment on. I was using a Gain Beauty EO2 for both shadows. I just cleaned it off in between. So you can see our pressed shadow over here, our loose pigment here. Now here we are in our dim lighting. Very beautiful on both eyes. Okay, I just did the lip swatch and realized I did not turn my camera back on. So I was talking to myself for a couple of minutes. This is the Rain or Shine lip gloss in the shade Cotton Candy Dreamscape. So this is a beautiful gloss, same formula as the other one. These are all going to be the same formula. This one just has more of that pink, cool tone pink, lavender reflect to it. And with these glosses, I will say these don't feel like gritty lip toppers. Sometimes I see super sparkly lip glosses like this and I try them and it just feels like I'm putting glitter on my lips. And it may look nice, but it doesn't feel nice, especially wearing it all day. This definitely feels like a nice gloss with some really beautiful sparkle in it. So comfortable to wear on the lips rather than just like a topper that you're putting on. I think it looks beautiful on its own, but I am going to put on a lip liner underneath and I'll come back and show you how that looks. Okay, here is that lip gloss, Cotton Candy Dreamscape. I put it over a lip liner, the Barbie lip liner from GlamLatte, the pinky one. Just something light. I usually always wear a lip liner, even if I'm just gonna do a gloss. So I wanted to put that on. So here's what it looks like. And we will move on and do the next swatches. And we're gonna go in with Raindrop from the Strawberry Moon Hollow Chrome collection. This beautiful blue hollow chrome. I'm gonna pick this up on my Singe Beauty brush. I'm gonna spray my brush and we will pack it on. All right, I'm gonna pack this shade on. My eyes are already becoming a little irritated. I'm like, I know I swore off eye swatches for a reason, but look how beautiful this shade is. Wow, that is so stunning. Okay, here is this beautiful like aqua baby blue that kind of shifts to just more of like a royal blue with even like a lavender purple type shift and lots of sparkle, of course. Okay, I've got the loose shadow in the shade Tropical Breeze going right over that adhesive. I did my best to get all the sparkle off from the last swatch, so I'm just going to be gentle pressing it on. Okay, here are both of our shades. So over here I have Raindrop, the pressed hollow chrome, and then over here I have the loose pigment and Tropical Breeze. Here we are in low lighting, dim lit room, something like that. We are gonna put on the lip gloss in the shade Grape Slushy. Definitely has some purple pink reflex. Smells like grape. Ugh, it really smells like grape. You know, I did not smell the other ones. I'm gonna have to do that and see if they smell too, because I smell the grape in this. There is the beautiful lip gloss. Beautiful sparkle. Let me grab a lip liner and we'll see how it looks with the lip liner as well. Just a little note, these have scents too and they smell nice, like really nice. But this one I feel like has the strongest scent. Okay, here is the gloss over a little bit of the Vamp lip pencil from Unearthly. So you can definitely see some of that sparkle more. Okay, I'm gonna use my Singe brush and we are gonna apply Midnight Moon Hollow Chrome from, again, the Strawberry Moon collection. Okay, I'm gonna take and press that right on top of our primer. Beautiful, beautiful purple. I can see lots of different reflex in there, kind of shifting to like dark purple, light purple, mid-tone purple, almost blue leaning purple. And I'll put down our glitter base because over here on this eye, so we have our pressed shadow here, and over here we're gonna go in with the pigment in the shade Berry Fizz. All right, I've got that glitter fix down and let's tap. Oh, that is pretty. I can see a ton of the different like sparkles. Really, really beautiful. Again, these are not pressed glitters. These are not loose glitters. These are multi-chrome, hollow chrome, loose and pressed shadows. I am so into that. I think that is so incredibly beautiful in very dim lighting. Again, maybe you go out to a restaurant at night and they don't have all the lights on. Something like that. So pretty. And we do have one more lip gloss to swatch. This is Rain or Shine lip gloss in the shade Orange Creamsicle. All right, let's apply Orange Creamsicle. I definitely notice a scent, a sweet scent. And this one, look at that orange, pink, gold type of reflect. Isn't that pretty? And this feels so nice on the lips too. Okay. Here is what that gloss looks like on its own. I'm gonna throw down a lip liner. Okay, here is that lip gloss on top of Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Definer in the shade Desert Mauve. So really, really shiny, a lot of beautiful sparkle. Okay, this is our last Strawberry Moon Hollow Chrome pressed shadow to swatch. So I have my primer down and this is the shade Chasing Dreams. Okay, I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 206 and press this on. My eyes are gonna be so pleased that this is the last shade, but wow, like, look at that shift. Now over here we have the loose pigment. This is the last one. This one looks like a green, and this is Key Lime Mojito Multichrome. Okay, so we're gonna take this loose pigment and I'm just tapping it on. Wow, that is a beautiful blue green. Oh, I really like that. All right, so here is that shade right there. Super pretty and reflective. And then here we have the pressed. Here we have it in the dark. Just some light shining on our eyes. All right, y'all, that is all 5 of the loose pigments. I swatched all 5 of the single shadows I swatched. I am going to move on and show you how I'm going to transform these two eye swatches into looks. So this will be the tutorial section of this video. I'm going to pull in our palette and we are going to play. Okay, so we are going to start in on the eye look. I took the rest of what was on my brush with that loose pigment and I just kind of fluffed it all over because I want to layer a matte on top. And look, I mean, I have shimmer sparkle everywhere. That's what happens when you're eye swatching 10 different sparkly shadows. But don't worry if you're just doing your normal look. I definitely could have been cleaner, but I'm really just wanting to show y'all. So I'm kind of fluffing that everywhere. And then we're gonna grab a matte from our palette. Okay, so I just wiped off that BK Beauty brush we were using, and I just wanna go in with this really pretty shade. So this is our palette, I know you saw earlier, but I'm gonna go in with this really pretty shade called Oasis, and I'm just gonna fluff this all kind of in the crease or my socket. I have deep set eyes, so I say the socket because I have lots of little creases in my eye. All right, I'm just going to press this on. Now this is just going over that glitter fix. So we'll definitely use this shade again on top of a primer, but I want to keep this look light and bright, and it's going over that pigment just to give us a little bit of matte. I debated pulling in any mattes for this look over here. I thought about just keeping it nice and sparkly, but I think just this one matte shade will be cute with this look. Okay, so I've got this kind of like watercolor look going on. I want to bring in this, this sparkly blue purple over here called Abundance. And I'm going to put that on our lower lash line. Okay, I'm not going to spray my brush or anything. I don't want this look to be too like deep. I want to keep it nice and light, so I'm not spraying my brush. I don't have any primer under my eye, nothing like that. I'm just going to brush this on with another BK Beauty brush. This is a 204, and I'm just going to lightly blend that back and forth like so. Okay, honestly, my eyes are hating me. They're like, no more shadow, lady. But I want to go back to our singles, and we're going to highlight the inner corner. All right, I'm going to go back to our pressed hollow chrome in Sun Chaser. I'm going to pop that right there on our inner corner. That's super beautiful. Very easy breezy eye look. And then let's kind of highlight the face. That could be fun. I mean, I have sparkle all over my face anyways. So I'm going to grab Citrus Splash, the loose multi-chrome, and we'll just put on a little face highlight. Now, before we started all this, you could see my bronzer and blush really well. Now I'm a little covered in sparkle, but just in case you're curious, I am wearing my MAC Deep Golden Skinfinish Sunstruck Matte Bronzer. And then for blush, I have on just a tiny bit of Burst from Unearthly, kind of right back here. But the main blush that you're seeing is Charmed, also from Unearthly. So let me throw this loose pigment on as a highlight. All right. Oh, you can see where my eye's so irritated right there. That's okay. I'm just going to brush this on, a little bit of sparkly highlighter. Again, probably not the best day to do this after eye swatching, but that looks cool. I like it as a highlight. Super sparkly. Definitely not for, you know, a no makeup look or anything, but I'm into it. Okay, so my eye is really not wanting to grab onto shadow. I think I've irritated my skin. So we're gonna keep it light and easy over here as well. I'm gonna go into this beautiful matte shade called Xena. Okay, this is an A502 from BK Beauty, and I'm just gonna add my matte shade in. Of course, you can use any of those loose chromes or pressed hollow chromes as a one and done look if you want to, just using that one shadow. If you're not sure, like when you hear people say one and done, one shadow and you're done, I know that may be like, well, Heather, we already knew that, but just in case, you know, just in case. Sometimes we throw terms around, and I'm definitely guilty of like saying something but not necessarily explaining myself and just assuming everybody knows what I mean. But I'm just buffing that matte shade in with that hollow chrome and kind of blending like this. Okay, keeping things light, bright, airy, easy, I'm gonna go in with Awaken on the lower lash line here. This is definitely a lighter blue tone. It shifts strongly to like a lavender, and we're gonna pull that right under the lower lash line. Okay, so again, I'm not gonna spray my brush or put down any primer underneath my eye because I don't really want intensity. I just want that beautiful blue shadow to be lighter and brighter underneath here like this. This is another BK Beauty brush. These are going to be two light, bright, very sparkle heavy looks. And I thought, you know, I've already got these shades on from eye swatching. Why not share some more looks with y'all? Now, to highlight the inner corner, I'm going to go in with our Hollow Chrome and Summer Disco. So we're going to add this press to the inner corner. I'm grabbing this other BK Beauty brush. I'm going to press that right there. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I like this. We've got two light, bright, sparkle, heavy looks. Okay, so I'm taking my pigment in Passion Fruit Paradise on my Unearthly brush, and we will put this on the cheeks. Why not? Let's have some fun with makeup. I know y'all aren't judging my base or anything too harshly, right? Because you know, like my face has been through it today. So fun. Okay, I'm gonna throw on just some mascara, and we'll have look 1 and we'll have look 2. And of course, I'm gonna do looks just with the palette, more polished looks, but why not have a little fun? Look 1, look 2. Let me throw on some mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, here is finished look 1. Blown out watercolor, green, blue, sparkle. I'm into it. And here we have look 2, a very sparkly, purpley pink look. I am happiest when I'm sparkling, honestly. Like, I know that the rest of my makeup is kind of a wreck because of these eye swatches. I know my eyes are tired, but I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, yeah, I like that. I like it. I love to be sparkly. So I am feeling look 1, look 2. I kept the same lip we did together. I'm wearing Milk Makeup Time in my waterline and the Give Beauty mascara. But this video is going to be a million years long. So here's the last look. Look 1, look 2. Let's move on. Okay, to start off this look, I'm going to prime my eyes with my Sigma Ignite eyeshadow base. And we are going to start with this beautiful green right here called Oasis. I know we used this in the eye swatch turned tutorial, but I really want to pack this shade on. So I'm going to put down my primer and then pack that shade kind of all right here in the socket. Okay, I'm so sorry. My camera died in the middle of me putting on that shadow, but I just took this Blinged brush. It's from one of the sets that has like the gold ferrule, and I just kind of pressed and blended that all into the socket, crease, whatever you want to call it. I say socket because listen, I got multiple creases in my eyes. Now what I want to do though is go in with Butterfly Bush. this dark navy down here. It looks really pretty, kind of like a blue-green. I'm gonna pick that up on one of these blinged brushes with the silver ferrule. And I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just press and deepen up our outer corner. So I'm gonna press it right on top of the primer right here on my lid at the lash line. And then I'm gonna bring it out on top of that kind of green aqua beautiful color we have going on. And I'm just going to lightly blend like this. Okay, now that I have those shades down, I want to pull in this beautiful, deep, rich purple color called Aster, and that is going to go on the lower lash line. I'm going to use a Game Beauty brush. This one is an E09, and I'm just going to press that on to my lower lash line and then kind of buff it back and forth. You can see these mattes are pigmented. They are pigmented, they are soft, they are easy to blend, which makes me super happy. And like that dark shade layered so well over that lighter matte. And just look at how easy that is to blend. I know I said like, oh, that makes me so happy, but honestly, it makes me so happy, so happy. So I want to kind of like buff and blend things out with this light kind of pale yellow, vanilla-y type shade. Definitely yellow. Definitely like a pale yellow. And it's called, ooh, I don't know this word, Montebrita? Is that a type of mushroom? I'm gonna have to get on Google. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use another Game Beauty brush. This is the E07. I'm gonna pick this up. See, this is like a long, flimsy brush. I really like these new brushes from Game Beauty. They have some really cool shapes, but I'm just going to kind of buff to kind of blend out and soften up here. You could definitely do that with the same shade, that green shade that we used, Oasis, but I want to just lighten right in here with this lighter kind of vanilla yellow shade. And I'm even gonna buff around and blend down here with this shade, just back and forth. Okay, I have been dying to put Lunar Glow all over my lid since I saw this palette revealed on Instagram. I cannot wait to use this shade. It's so beautiful. It has so much sparkle. I want to put it on my eyes. So I'm going to pick it up on my brush. I'm going to spray it with a little setting spray, and then we are going to put it all on the lid. We're not going to cover up this matte outer corner though. Okay, so I've got this on a blinged brush, and I'm gonna press this on my lid and I'm gonna bring it up. So I'm putting it right on top of my eye primer, and then I'm even gonna bring it up and kind of layer it on top of that Oasis shade, because when my eyes open, I still want you to be able to see this. Oh, because it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. This is such a pretty multi-chrome with like this holographic look to it. It is really, really beautiful. Wow. Okay, I'm so happy with that shade. I think that's so pretty. So I want to pull in some more of these like sparkly shades though. So I want to use this one right here. This is called Sunkissed. And I also want to use Rose Moon, this beautiful purple magenta to kind of green gold shade. So yeah, we're gonna pull in both of those, and I'm gonna be using my Game Beauty brushes. So I'm gonna start off with this angled one, and I'm gonna go into Rose Moon first. Okay, so I sprayed my brush. I always spray my shimmer shadows and I'm gonna put that just right here on the inner part of that lower lash line, layering it right on top of our matte. I'm just keeping this multi-chrome in this small space, so you're not gonna see a ton of the shift, but as I go about my day, I'm in and out of different lighting, different angles, we'll catch that reflect there. It's just gonna be like in that small area, but it's gonna be really beautiful, I think. And then I'm gonna pick up Sun Kissed on this domed brush from Beaute. I'm gonna spray it and we're gonna pack this on the inner corner. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here, really pretty. I like having all this shiny, shifty goodness on my eye. I like that a lot. So this is gonna be look 3 without liner and lash. Now I am going to put on a lash. I'm gonna throw on, I think, just black eyeliner, and then I will be back to show you how the look comes together. Okay, y'all, here is the finished look, look number 3 with liner and a lash. I just put on some black eyeliner and I threw on some Kiss Empress lashes. I will link everything down below, of course. I put on the Grape Slushy lip gloss from this collection on top of my Blend Bunny liquid lipstick in the shade Moody. For blush, I am wearing my Blend Bunny Bare Cheeks palette. I'm wearing all 4 of these shades mixed. And then for highlighter, I'm wearing my Oracle Chrome highlighter palette in the shade The Magician. So that is the other like color cosmetics that I have on, but I love this look. I love these shades together. I love the like green, teal, navy, purple. I love this multi-chrome all over the lid. I think it's so stunning. I'm very excited to wear this look for the rest of the day because I'm more than into it. Like, I am more than into it. I just think it's so like colorful and fun with sparkle and shift, and it's drama and everything I love. So yeah, here we have look number 3 with our Strawberry Moon collection, but we have even more to do. So let's look at number 3 and we'll jump into it. Okay, y'all, we are gonna create 2 more looks. We're gonna do 2 different eye looks. I'm excited to play with this palette some more. I'm going to put down an eyeshadow primer, and we're gonna start with these 2 mattes right here. This pretty pink called Summer of Love, and then this deeper pink called Strawberry Moon. Okay, so I'm taking that lighter pink matte. This is a Paige Corinne Blinged brush from her set, and I'm going kind of all in my socket, down above it, below it, just really blending this shade up and out. Not really worried about bringing it down though, just want to get it kind of all right in here. Okay, I'm taking the shade Strawberry Moon on this brush from my Sigma set, and I'm going to put this matte shade down right here on the inner part of my lid, and also right out here on the outer part of my lid, and then I'll just kind of lightly blend. I'm going to leave the center without shadow and just keep this dark color kind of on the outer edges of my lid, on the inner part and the outer. All right, for the center of the lid, right in here, I'm gonna put down my Glitz Fix Prime and Shine, also from Ensley Rain, and then we are gonna pack this beautiful shade right here, Golden Glow, all on top of it. It has this gorgeous like sparkle, shine, shift to it, so I just wanna layer it in between my mattes. Okay, so I have this on another brush from my Sigma set. I'm going to press it on top of that glitter fix. I did spray my brush after I picked up the shadow, and once I have it pressed on top of that adhesive. I'm gonna let it set for maybe like 30 seconds, and then I will lightly kind of like blend along the edges so that we have a nice bit of fade. But I love how intense that is. I think that's so pretty. So I'm gonna keep my eye down, but I am gonna go back with the brush we used with the matte shade, and I'll just kind of make sure that we have a little bit of a blend. I just want that shade to stay right there in the center though. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this copper shade right here called Peruvian Lilly. And I'm gonna pick this up on another brush from my Sigma set. I'm gonna spray my brush, and we're really gonna pack this on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna come down to the lower lash line, and I'm gonna press this shade off of my brush, and then I'm gonna lightly just blend. Sometimes it's fun to put a little shimmer on the lower lash line, you know? Keep things like glowy, beautiful, just dragging that back and forth. Okay, I like that. I think that's looking fun and bright. Still super like impactful because of how like shifty the shadows are and the color. I'm into it. I want to highlight the inner corner with Radiant, this shade right here. This I think is one of the prettiest shades in the palette, and I really want to create a look where I like put this all over the lid, but today we're just going to use it on the inner corner. Alright, this is another Blinged brush and Paige Curran brush. See how like fiery that is? It's like this pink, peach, red, orange. I don't know. It's just very fiery, and I think it's pretty. So I'm going to pop it right there on the inner corner. And this is going to be our look number 4. I like it very much. I think it's pink and gold and copper and just... I'm into it. I'm into it. But I want to do another look on this side over here. So let me throw down my eyeshadow primer and we'll create another look. Okay, I have my eye primed for shadow, and we're going to start with these 3 shades right here. We're going to start with Litha, Pool Party, and Summer Solstice. So the first shade I'm going to jump into is this one right here, Summer Solstice. Okay, so I have this on my Sigma brush, and I did spray my brush. I'm going to be spraying all of my shimmers with setting spray after I pick them up. And I'm just taking this from lash line up kind of high. And I'm going to just get that pressed on right now. I can go back and blend in a minute, but I just want to kind of get that pressed right on top of my primer. Okay, then I have the shade Pool Party, and this is another one of the Blinged brushes and Paige collaboration. I'm just pressing this kind of onto the center. You can see from lash line up. Again, I'll buff and blend in a minute. Right now, I'm just getting these shades off my brush and onto my lid. Okay, I have another brush from Paige and Bling brushes, and I'm going to take that shade Litha. It's going to go right here on my inner corner. It's going to go right here on this inner part of my lid right there. I'm going to go back to the brush I used with Summer Solstice and kind of make sure it fades nicely into the other 2 shimmers. Look, I know it's not blended up here. Bear with me. Trust the process. It will come together. But I really wanted to get those 3 down. And then I can go in and blend a little bit, just making sure they transition nicely from one shade to the other. Just swapping my brushes as I go so that I don't like just blend them all together. You know, I want them to be like these 3 shades that kind of like wrap around to be super shiny and shifty, really beautiful. I like those together a lot. And now what I want to do is dip into this navy shade, Butterfly Bush. I want to put that in the outer corner, and then I want to wrap it under the lower lash line as well. All right, I'm just going to put this right out here in the outer corner. This is a brush from my Sigma set, and then I'm going to drag this beautiful navy shade under my lower lash line, back and forth, and then just in this little space right up on my upper lid. Okay, so once I had that navy down, I'm just going back with this brush, no additional product, and dragging that inner corner shade kind of down and around a little bit. Now, this is not looking blended because we haven't worried about blending yet. So I'm going to grab a fluffy brush, and we are going to kind of buff and blend out around here with this yellowy vanilla shade. Okay, so I've got this on a little fluffy brush from my Sigma set, and I'm going to start right out here, just lightly blending. Like I'm barely grazing my skin. This brush is very fluffy, and I'm just going to take my time blending so that we can get rid of this harsh line when we just kind of slapped on our shimmer. We didn't really worry about carrying this up and out too much. So I'm just going to take a minute and buff and blend so that, yeah, we just kind of soften things up. But this will be our finished look number 5. I'm not going to add in any more shadows. I wanted it to be like mainly the shimmery, shifty shades. So I'm pleased with how this is looking. I'm just going to do a little more blending, and then I will be back and we'll see how the look came together with liner and lashes, of course. But we will also kind of talk about my thoughts on this collection. All right, y'all, I threw on some black liner and some Lilly lashes in the style Mykonos Lite, and here are our 2 finished eye looks. So we have look 4 and look 5. Let me tell you what else is on my face so I don't forget the other color stuff. So I have Unearthly Cosmetics Punch and Mellow Blush mixed. My Resurgence highlighter duo with Unearthly, that's the Glow. I am wearing a Carnage lip pencil, and on top I'm wearing the Rain or Shine lip gloss in Peaches and Cream for that sparkly gloss. So I will put the launch information down below in the description box on this Strawberry Moon collection from Ensley Rain. I am super excited that they sent me these products. I got to test them out, swatch everything, and we used every single product. We used every shade in the palette and everything else. Like I tried on, put it on my face, and I'm super happy that I got to do that. Reminder, I do have a affiliate code with the brand. If you use code Heather, you can save on their site. But let's talk about the items in this collection. So the Moon Dust, I really enjoy. If you like loose pigments, or maybe you've never tried them, they're a lot of fun. They're super sparkly, beautiful. They can definitely be messy, but they give you that sparkly, shimmery effect that's just so intense and fun. So I really enjoyed these. I have tried Moon Dust from Ensley Rain before. I have bought them and enjoyed them. So new shades, but not a new product to me. So I knew I was gonna like those going into it, and they did not disappoint because I bought all the ones in the Brittany Huffman collab, and then they sent me the ones in the Shifty Shadow collab. So again, already knew I liked that product. Same thing with the gloss. I already knew I liked these because I had bought some before and been gifted some before. So the Rain or Shine lip glosses are very sparkly. Like you can see that shine and shimmer to my lips, not gritty on the lips, just very beautiful glossy, shimmery lip gloss. Now, the pressed shadows, beautiful. Once again, beautiful. So these have a lot of pigment to them. They have some really beautiful shift. They have that kind of holographic feel to them where they have different sparkle particles in there. I really like. I have to say though, of course, I'm an eyeshadow palette lover. So if I had to say, like, the collection, I love. I'm really enjoying it, having a lot of fun with it. But if I could only pick one thing, of course it is the Strawberry Moon palette from Ensley Rain. We used every single shade. We did 5 looks and we used every single shade in this palette. I am over the Strawberry Moon happy that these mattes are so pigmented. They're easy to blend. They feel smooth. I didn't just have to like work to blend any of them because, you know, I don't mind working when I have to, but I prefer not to have to blend and blend and blend and blend. And I don't have to do that with these. I enjoy blending. I enjoy creating. And that's what this palette did for me. It gave me joy. There are definitely some standout shimmers in here. This shade right here, Lunar Glow, cover me in that shadow from head to toe. It's spectacular. Same with this one right here, Golden Glow and Radiant. Like, very unique, very beautiful shadows, but every shadow in here performed so beautifully. And like I said, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. Like, you could see how they performed as we did the tutorials and the swatches and the eye swatches and everything. I know this video is going to be forever long, so I will end it here. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, if you liked it, if you want more videos like this. Definitely let me know. Subscribe so I will keep showing up in your subscription feed. But thank you so much for watching, spending your time here with me, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!